Hello. Do you like being on your own? Some people do, some people don't. Most of us sometimes like being on our own and sometimes not, but we're all kind of geared in one way or another. I have two daughters who differ in that respect. But as well as physical isolation, there is also spiritual and emotional isolation. And I have a confession before you this morning. Although I'm surrounded by many people, by good people, I often feel isolated in my leadership position. I recognise the responsibility I have as a gospel leader, as a servant leader, to put the needs of others before myself. That's a good gospel principle. But when people step down from ministries that they're involved in or responsibilities they have, be it because their circumstances change or other responsibilities take over, or health issues, or because they just don't want to do that thing anymore, I confess it hurts and it makes me fearful, because I know the buck stops here and I have a responsibility to carry on making things happen. So I have a little bit of insight into how Elijah felt here when he felt very isolated and fearful. But interestingly enough, what happens as this passage progresses is that God reveals to Elijah 3 names of people who he is to anoint and to put into positions of responsibility. And then he points out towards the end of the passage that, by the way, there are 7,000 others of you that you're not aware of, so you're not on your own. So my prayer for myself today is that I would have insight and wisdom in terms of who the Lord might be calling into different positions of responsibility, and that I would hear his voice on it. And my prayer for you in the midst of that is that any responsibilities you have, he would give that same insight and wisdom. And with that, any fear and any hurt would go away. Bless you today and always.